Today we're gonna check some sequence operator in Python. So sequences is used in a lot of Python's example in a list, and it's gonna use in a lot of data structures in Python. So for sequences, a sequence is just basically a list of objects. Okay. So for example, we have here two sequences S and T. Okay. So S is sequence from 0 to 9, whereas T is sequence from 10 to 40. Okay. So for sequence operators, Sj gonna denote the element at index j, and in Python, indexing start from 0. So for example, I can print out S number 3, which is the fourth element. So that in this case is actually 4. It's actually 3. Okay. In this case it's actually 3. So you can see there 3. Okay. But in the example, I want to print out S number 0 and 3. So here I gonna copy this to illustrate our point. So we can print out S number 0 and 3 and S number 3. So 0 is the first element. So first element of S is 0, and S3, so 0, 1, 2, 3. So S3 is still 3. So you can expect the first line to return 0 and 3. Okay. And then second, you can has the syntax of S start stop. So starting slice including the index. So okay. So for this syntax, it's gonna print out elements in the list that or in the sequence from the starting point of your order at one element before your designated stop, because you can see in the equation here we are not including stop, so the loop's gonna stop one element before our designated stop. And you can see line number 2 here, when we print S from 1 to 7, it's gonna return us the second element, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh element. Okay. No, it's gonna return for us first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth element. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it's not gonna include 7. That's why 7 is not into the second line. So in general, when we print S from start to stop, the loop gonna stop one position before our designated end. Okay. So in this case, S1 semicolon to 7, gonna return 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Okay, the third syntax that we're gonna do is S start stop step. So same thing with S start stop, we designated the beginning point and the end point, but we have the step as a third element. Well, so for example, the step means that if we print out the first element, then we're gonna print out, for example, in the third line, the step is 2. So we're gonna print out the first element, and then the third element, and then the fifth element. Alright. So it's gonna be the step between the consecutive number or element that we're gonna print down. So for example, in this case, you can print S. Okay, so if I start at 1, and I'm gonna stop at number, let's see, number 7, but the step is 3, then what we have here, what we're gonna have here is that the step is 3, so we're gonna jump 3 point from the S number 1, 1, 2, and 3. So 3 gonna return S5, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 2. No, S4 is gonna return S4, because S1 plus 3 is S4. Sorry, and 1 and 4 is being returned, but when we jump another step for 5, 6 and 7, so 5, 6 and 7, because we are not including 7 into our range here, because we designated 7 is the endpoint, so that's why 7 is not getting printed into the screen. Okay, so as stop step, we designated the starting point, the stopping point. We're gonna stop one element before that, and we're gonna specify the step that we want to jump. Okay. Okay. Now we want to print out the fourth thing is the s plus t. So we have the second sequence here, t. T are numbers, integers from 10 to 14. So the syntax s plus t just simply you concatenate two sequences. You concatenate t into x. So in this case, in the fourth line, when you print out s plus t, it's gonna print out a list from 0 to 14 exactly, because s plus t for a list or sequence is a operation of concatenation. Okay, and same thing, k times s is just two. For example, in number 5, 2 times s it's just s plus s, right? So 2 times s, print 2 times s, it just as print s plus s. Okay, so it's just equal, it's just the same as print s plus s. It means you concatenate two s series to each other. Okay, so in this case the first part is from 0 to 9, and we concatenate s again into the os list. So again it's 0 to 9 again. Alright. Okay, so now as you can see here, it's quite weird that when we do 2 times s, it's not that we print out 2 times each element of s, but the 2 continuous list of s itself. So now we're gonna learn the syntax to actually multiply each element of s to 2. So so it should be like this. So for number 6, here we actually multiply. Sorry, I have a bug here. Alright, so now we want to bring out a list that is each element of s multiplied by 2. Okay, so the syntax for that is for item in s, print 2 times items. Okay, so in this case it's gonna go because s is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when we double each element of the list s, so s is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So when you double each element of this s, it's gonna be 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 and 18. So it's exactly what you are seeing on the screen here. And in this case, if you don't want to print out it in the column form like this, you can create a list so you can put elements in. So let's try to do that so it look a little bit more beautiful. So this way is okay, but I also want to make the code a little bit more beautiful. So we can create another list. So list number 2 gonna be equal to a blank list. So for item in s, now we're gonna not print anymore, but we're gonna do list 2 dot append 2 times elements, and we're gonna print out list 2. So we're gonna print out list 2. Okay, so as you can see here now, uh, the list that we are producing is actually double of what is of the s of this s, right? So 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and 18. Alright, so what the list we are producing here actually is 2 times the list s. Okay, that's how you're gonna produce 2 times the list another list with elements that is has the value double of the previous list. Okay, now we're gonna do the val in s and val not in s. Okay, so okay, so so you can see for number 6 we have tried the syntax for value in s, check containment for uh, for value in s. So we the value the item has to be in s first before we can do the operation with it to use the doubling we multiply the item with 2. So so that's the syntax for something in the list. Okay, so next we want to check out for the syntax for something that's not in the list. Okay, so for example, we want to print our list. We want to print our list 3. So in this case, list 3 now. So we want to print out the list, a list that is containing elements from 10 to 20, from 10 to 20. But those elements is not aligning on S. Okay, so I'm gonna copy S down here. So I want to bring out list 3. List 3 gonna be a list that's containing elements from 0 to 21, but it's not lying on the list S already. So for that algorithm to work out, we're gonna create list 3 and 4k in range from 0 to 21. So firstly we import all of numbers from 0 to 21 first, and then we designate that we do not want those numbers that is already in S. Okay, so for k not in S, so we only accept elements that is not in S, and if the number is in range 0 to 21 and it's not in S, we're gonna append it to list 3. Okay, I'm gonna print out list 3 as you can see from 10 to 20, which is less than 21 but not in S. So it's less than 21. Okay, but not in S. Alright, so there you can see. So I think that's enough for the video, this video. So thank you very much for listening. So if you have any requests on which exercise you want me to know to teach, or you know, like what question you want to ask, please comment in the comment section down below, and we're gonna keep doing this exercise in the next video. Okay, have a good day.